Once upon a time, there was a child who loved stories. The child went around every day looking for people and listening to all kinds of stories. The child wasn't good at speaking and didn't have the confidence to tell stories, but wanted to own the stories that people told.
Can I have this story?
Whenever people told the child a story, the child would catch the story and put it into a sack. Then, the child tied the mouth of the sack tightly so the stories couldn't leak out. The stories felt suffocated inside the sack, but they couldn't see the outside world for a very long time. As many years passed, the child grew into a young man, and the stories in the sack became ghosts. The young man had a handsome and wise servant. The young man knew the servant was wise, so he never treated him poorly. One day, as the servant was passing by the young man's room, he heard strange sounds. Several unfamiliar voices were coming from inside the young man's room. Curious about whose voices they were, the servant pressed his ear to the door to hear what they were saying.
"Let's get revenge on the one who trapped us in this sack. I heard the young master is getting married in a few days. Let's punish him then."
I'll jump into the pear tree on the road the young master takes to get his bride. I'll make it so he dies if he takes even one bite of the delicious-looking pear.
Then another ghost replied,
I'll jump into the spring on the path he takes. I'll spread poison so he dies if he drinks even one sip.
What if he doesn't eat or drink either?
Another ghost asked.
Then I'll jump into the cushion at the bride's house and turn into a needle. I'll make it so his bottom gets pricked when he sits on the needle cushion.
Hearing this, the servant trembled all over with fear. Peeking through a crack in the door, he saw 3 ghosts outside the sack, while the rest were still trapped inside. He wondered if he should tell the young man, but he wasn't sure if he would be believed. Finally, the young man's wedding day arrived. The servant accompanied him on the way to pick up the new bride.
Go and pick some of those pears for me,
The young man said to the servant. It was the very pear tree the ghost had said it would jump into. The servant pretended not to hear and just walked past the pear tree.
Go and fetch some of that water,
The young man said again. This time too, the servant refused, saying they had a long way to go. At last, the young man arrived at the new bride's house. His legs ached, so the young man was about to sit on a cushion in the bride's house. Just then, the servant quickly snatched the cushion away and threw it elsewhere.
You've been acting strangely all day. Today's a day to be congratulated, so why are you doing this to me?
The young man asked. The servant said nothing and just pointed at the cushion. Frightening needles were sticking out of the cushion. Only then did the servant tell the young man about the story ghosts. After hearing the servant's words, the young man released the stories trapped in the sack. The young man was so moved by the servant's heart that he treated him like a real brother, and they lived happily ever after.